Let's have a conversation.
Thank you for having me on. It's always a pleasure to talk to you, and I'm sure I'll see you at one of these events again soon.
All time, we got Mark with a
Thank you for having me on. It's always a pleasure to talk to you, and I'm sure I'll see you at one of these events again soon.
All time, we got Mark with a Mindful Reality podcast, who I've been a guest on, and it was a blast.
Thank you for having me, honestly, and I cannot wait to do it again. We're going to do this again in the future. I just know it.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Mindful Reality TV from a mental health perspective. It's your boy, Mark. Thank you for joining me. Let me get to these comments. I didn't watch the episodes. Was it good? I'm not here for the episodes, so I'll let people in the comments answer that. It was pretty good. I had to watch it tonight. Tomorrow is the veto ceremony, and that will be worth watching too. Oh yeah, the veto ceremony is going to be where all the drama is at. Definitely. Sorry you missed it. Here's what I want to know. How did America know the phrase? I thought of that exact thing, Betty. I was like, did production feed her that? Because nobody was in the room when Mimi said it. So I was like, did she just randomly come up with the phrase? Or because I'm feeling like, I don't know, it felt like, how would she know to say that exact thing? And I think that that's trending. So I feel that production probably fed her that. Hey, Cass, why is there only one person in the chat? There isn't. Let's see. Someone did an oopsies on his intro. Hello, Debbie. Hello, Lisa. You made it at the beginning today. You made it before the beginning. That's what's up. Hey, everyone. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, and set your notification bell. Thank you. Hi, Lisa. My stomach hurts. I was at a piano recital with food, and I partook in too much. Gluttony. I also missed the episode because of said recital. Mark is frozen. No way that came from her head. I don't think so. Yeah, I think they must have fed her that. Mimi isn't the first. It's not the first. She's not the first person to say it, but it's just like, what are the odds that it's only said twice in the whole season and America comes up with it randomly? True. Hey, everyone. Hi, Edward. To be fair, they encouraged us to eat as much food as possible. By the way,
what sense does that make? The math is not mathing.
Okay. So yeah, let's get into this veto episode. So as we already know, we see everything that happens in the veto episodes except for the diary room entries and the veto competition themselves. So the things that we get are watching the competition and watching the diary room entries. I have to say, this episode was not pro Corey and America because they set it up to make them look like they were overconfident and that they deserved what was coming to them. Y'all see that. Y'all know that. Why was the comp outside? Hi, Mark in chat. Hi, Miss Indez. Thanks for sticking up for me the other day. I don't remember what it was for, to be honest. Maybe it was when I said that you always come at the end, because that's the only bad thing I could think of ever saying about Lisa. And it wasn't really bad. It was just a fact. But what was I going to say? So competition number 1 for the veto was a spinning competition where they have to hold on to the pole and they have to spin around and hold on as long as they can. Everybody dropped. I was quite impressed with how long Blue stayed on that thing. Blue was on there for like 2 hours and she eventually dropped off. It wasn't a deal made. It just seems like she got tired and dropped off. Whereas America, on the other hand, basically was like, I'm not worried about not winning this one, so it's okay if I drop off. So it implied that America threw that competition because she was confident that she was not going up. BB Twitter is going to have a field day with America saying that. Okay, my internet was going crazy. I'm back. So the second competition was Jag got to go up by himself, and he was holding on to this, I don't know what to call it, like a zip line type of thing. And he was just holding on, and they said however long he holds on, every 15 seconds is $500. So the house guests had to guess how many seconds. They didn't tell him beforehand because then he could influence the outcome. So they had to guess how many seconds they think that he could hang on to that thing. So he hung on. He made $3,500. He did 110 seconds. Blue made a guess that was within 5 seconds of how long he held on. And the thing is, I think that Blue deserved it, even though that particular one was kind of luck. It was a gamble and it was luck. I believe that Blue deserved it because of her finishing second and having held on in the previous competition against Jag for 2 hours. Plus, she has done well in several different competitions, even though she has not won. So I was happy that Blue won that. Thanks for the super chat, Edward. I think this was also Scramble versus the competitions they played. Second, it feels like Blue, wants to trust Jag after what just happened. Could one person have potentially won 2 vetoes? Yes, they could have. Agreed, Edward. I really enjoyed this episode. It was fun. No, Ma, because Jag was holding on. Girl, if Blue... Oh, yeah, you're right. Jag could not have won both competitions because in competition 2, the person who won competition 1 was hanging on to the line, so he could not have won both. It was not a possibility. I didn't think of that. Girl, if Blue had a coat on during the pressure cooker, she may have really won that. She actually could have. She needed a little cheetah print coat. Kitty, kitty, purr, purr. I need to get some memes or GIFs of other house guests, actually. Probably get one of her saying that. I know people will be more annoyed by that one than by Mimi. Be back later. Might have to watch this, not live. Sorry. Just letting y'all know, this is not going to be like a 2-hour live, because on weekdays, I don't stay on here as long as I do on weekends, because I have work in the morning. Early in the morning, Cass. I feel that Felicia could win favorite house guest. She could. LOL, Cass. Mimi or America could have won as well. I was so upset that America actually threw that to Cam, but it is what it is. I'm here for the catchphrases, Edward. I am here for the catchphrases. I really am. I somewhat watch Big Brother sometimes for the catchphrases. Now, America was all about that deal. Oh, and that's the other thing. When I say that Corey and America got a bad edit, and I don't even mean a bad edit in a sense of a misleading edit, I just mean that production made sure to show that they were confident that they did not have to win. They showed Corey saying, oh, it would be good if Jag wins the power veto, because I forgot who he said that he thinks that Jag would put up. Felicia and Sari, I don't know. I think that he thought that Jag would renom Sari and leave Felicia up there. I think that's what he was saying. But overconfidence there. At this point in time, when you know there's 2 vetoes in play, you should not be falling, especially with this few people left. You should not be falling until your body maxes out. I'm talking about for the first veto. If you try your best and you fall, you fall. But there's no way that you should even be considering, and I'm saying it that way on purpose, not considering falling off before your time. No way. I'm holding on for dear life, like I'm dangling over a cliff or something. Same loss, so she can get herself some fancy robes. Imagine staying in almost 14 hours, almost breaking the record. I know. I would have threw it a long time ago if I knew I was going to give it to Cam. Production showed their arrogance. Ma, 1,000%. BB better do us right and show us that fight Thursday, please. But I won't be surprised if they don't. They already cut us out of the Felicia Corey lap dance. This week was the first time in a couple of weeks. I totally agree, Ronald. I was bored with the live feeds for the last 2 weeks, and I was only catching at most maybe like 30 minutes a day, and that's on average. Some days I didn't even catch 30 minutes. So the feeds were actually interesting. I'm not going to sit here and say that the feeds were the most exciting thing I've ever seen, but I am going to say that the feeds were interesting enough to capture my attention. That's what I'm going to say. Felicia Corey lap dance. When was that? For his birthday. I think his birthday was maybe, 2 weeks ago or something like that. So Felicia gave him a lap dance, and we all knew about it, but they did not show it on the feeds. But they showed the house guests talking about it. That's the way that we knew. That is the way that we knew. But I think the episode was okay. It was pretty good. It was a pretty good episode. Blue. So the other thing that they showed in the episode, which I clearly think is based upon what was happening today on the feeds, which makes me think production tinkers with the episode, probably all the way up until a couple of hours before it's actually displayed. Because something that I noticed was, in the conversations America was having today, like the conversation America had with Blue was like Bowie was excited about the renoms, when actually we saw in the diary room that every single house guest, which is everybody except for Corey and America, were actually excited about the renoms. So they can each pin it on another house guest and say, this house guest was excited or that one was excited. They were all excited. They all wanted them out. They all wanted Corey out, and they all wanted both of them to go on the block together, period. This makes me eye roll harder at America's hissy fit, knowing that she was this confident and dropped on purpose. I agree. That made me more upset about it as well. You're getting so mad, but you actually were so trusting and so comfortable and confident that you're like, I can afford to drop before I actually drop because of just, being tired. Her and her little naked mole rat of a man deserve their spot on the block. Damn straight. Hello, Mark. Good show today. It was some good popcorn for tonight's show. Yeah. It's a pretty good show tonight. There's no show tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow is Survivor. So I'm going to watch Survivor. Maybe I'll recap Survivor. Why not? And Thursday, I will be here for the veto. I'll be here for the eviction episode. Oh, but I do have a streak that I have to keep alive for Big Brother. So tomorrow will be day 78 that they're in the house. I've been on live 77 days out of the 77 so far. So most likely I will give you guys either a morning or an afternoon live, but I will not be giving you an evening one because of Survivor. She thinks she's entitled. She did say F you to Jag. I'm still blown away by every move that Jag has made. I've heard about it all week, but seeing it with my own eyes got me Mimi confused and frustrated all over again. Well, since there's a Mimi reference,
I'm just like, these people are, I don't know if they're sane or if I'm sane. Like, I could be the crazy one. Mm-hmm.
okay. Yes, you did, Edward. Bullseyes. They put a porta potty in the room for Felicia. Yeah, I noticed that. That was funny. Don't forget about The Amazing Race if anyone watches. I do not watch it, but don't forget about it if you do. Final for the challenge on Thursday too. Yep, I'll be watching. Hey, Maya. Do you think that Blue will finally get a clue? Blue's clues. Jag and Matt are not her allies. I think so. I feel a little for America, but at the same time, she needs to act her age and she can't be that surprised. I know. It's not like she's 18. Blue's Clues. Based on what we watched, probably not. Oh, Jag ain't Diddy bopping with her. Well, y'all know what time it is. Our first Diddy Bop reference of the night.
Okay. Well, guess what? If I win, somebody ain't Diddy bopping.
Right. Okay.
I can tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
If I win, one of them won't be Diddy bopping.
Mm-hmm. I think those guys really have.
If I win, somebody ain't gonna be Diddy bopping. Mm-hmm. If I win, somebody won't be Diddy bopping. Mm-hmm. What gets me is how people get mad at when they get on the block and catch an attitude. This is what I'm trying to say. They stabbed multiple people in the back, but then when it's them, well, not Corey. I think Corey has taken it in stride. He's just emotional about it being him and America, but America is like, this is so personal and I hate everybody type thing. I don't like that. My kids are dressing as Blues Clues characters for Halloween. Y'all said you wanted me to hop on here for Halloween. This is off topic. A, what do you want me to talk about on Halloween? B, somebody recommended a costume. So what costume do you want me to wear? And what do you want me to talk about? I suggested Charlie Brown, Great Pumpkin, and that was shot down by one person. But if any of y'all have any ideas and you want me to be here on Halloween, I will. I watch House of Villains also, but I will not be watching House of Villains on Thursday. I'll be watching it on Friday. Actually, I have to see when the new season of the challenge starts really quick, because I will definitely be covering that, because it's not on the same time as Big Brother, I don't think. The challenge, season 39, airtime. Wednesday. Ooh, we back to Wednesday. Okay. So the new season of the challenge is Wednesday, 8 p.m. on MTV. 8 p.m. is the same time as Survivor. I can't lie to y'all. I like the challenge more than I like Survivor. So it's quite a possibility that I will be watching Survivor on Thursday from now on instead of Wednesday, because the challenge new season starts next week. I can't cover everything. Edward, yes. Thinking she's in kindergarten with Corey. Diddy bopping makes me smile every time. You better say that again. Me too. Can I put Ronald's comment pinned to the top? What is Ronald's comment? Did I miss Ronald's comment? Oh, when people get mad on the block. Did anyone see on the feeds today when Sari was in the pool by Jag, Felicia, and Matt, and she said her cooch was cold? No, I didn't see it, but it doesn't surprise me. Good evening, fellow Diddy Boppers. Good evening, Melanie. 10:25. This has to be a joke. It's probably not. Edward, I'm not joking. It's for real, for real. It was on the feed. I was dying. No, the Challenge USA and the Challenge All Stars are on CBS. The main regular challenge is still on MTV. Challenge USA and Challenge All Stars are Thursdays on Paramount Plus and CBS. And the regular MTV challenge is 8 o'clock on Wednesdays. They're the same show, and they're both owned by CBS, but CBS allows MTV to run their own MTV show, the original. The new season of the challenge is a season that's going to have mercenaries again, which if any of y'all saw the mercenary season, it's like a season where I think a bunch of people come on the show that have never won a final before, and then they have to go through people who have won finals before. But I don't think that those people are joining the cast with a chance to win. I think they're just making elimination appearances. Like the person on the current cast is going to go against the winner from a previous cast. Like a CT is going to be there. A Cara Maria is going to be there. I'm so excited about Cara Maria making her return. I can't even really remember all the mercenaries, but CT and Cara Maria are a lot for me already. And you're going to have to beat one of them to be able to continue. See, Melanie saw it too. I fully believe you. I mean, Felicia and Sari have no filter. I never watched a challenge. Honestly, though, if you're going to watch any challenge version, if you watch Big Brother and if you watch Survivor and if you watch Amazing Race, watch the challenge season, what's it called? The Challenge USA season 1 and the Challenge USA season 2. Because my mom is a full-time fan of everything but the challenge, but started watching those specific versions of the challenge because it has so many people from all those other shows that she watches. Amazing Race, Big Brother, Survivor, Love Island. Cara is coming back for that. Nice. Yes, she is. Sari has a filter. She just said that she was going to get dicked down by her husband when she gets home. No exaggeration on that. That's exactly what she said. USA 1 and 2. Yeah, it's called the Challenge USA 1 and the Challenge USA 2. The Challenge USA 1 did not have any challengers from the actual challenge show. It had people from all those other shows. The Challenge USA 2 had like 60 to 70% from other shows and like 30% from the challenge. But the challenge was outnumbered. Okay, some of it. Yeah, I'll agree with that. I'll agree that Felicia has no filter and Sari has some filter. This is what I'm upset about. All Stars 4 was recorded so long ago. And it's like, yeah, it's going to be new to us. But when you record something and over a year goes by from the time you recorded it, now you're showing Cara Maria on a version of the show that was recorded after All Stars. It doesn't even make sense. The challenge is more of a physical game, a physical competition game versus a social one, where you have daily challenges where you compete either as individuals or teams. It switches up. I think this season, typically the first place male and female got a chance to choose one person, male and female, that's up for elimination. And then the house got to pick a person for them to go up against, but it was done by a randomized system. And yeah, that's how that goes. And then somebody goes into elimination. One person, they go head to head. And then one person takes the other person out, and it goes like that. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Deborah. Maybe best for last. Hey, Deborah. Is there any aspect in the challenge? Is there any social aspect in the challenge? Oh, yeah, it's a social game for sure. And especially with the challenge compared to Big Brother, the challenge has long-standing relationships because a lot of people come back. So unlike Big Brother, who might have one all-star season or whatever, the challenge has a bunch of people who have done 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 seasons plus that have relationships throughout the whole game for all those years. So the social aspect of it is counting on your alliances to keep you protected from getting voted into the elimination game. Good question, Ronald. I see 20 people on here, right? And I'm about to check how many likes that I see on here. So if I see 20 people, if I see 20 likes on here, the math is mathing. Wow. Well, I see 22 people watching now. The math almost mathed until those 2 people got on at the end. But unfortunately, as wonderful as 20 likes is with 22 people watching,
What sense does that make? The math is not mathing.
the math still is not mathing. So if you have not done so yet, please hit the like button. Hit the subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, drop a comment. All of these things show that you are not only watching me, but you are engaged with the content and you enjoy it. And that'll give me that slight algorithm boost.
What sense does that?
I'm sorry that I put that on by accident. Thanks for letting me know, Mark. Give it a try. Hi, Chanel. They should do another Big Brother eviction night where they have to battle each other to stay like the challenge. When I interviewed Alyssa Lopez, she told me that she likes the challenge, being on the challenge way better than being on Big Brother because of that. She said on Big Brother, when they choose that you're going to go, there's almost nothing you can do for real. But she was like, on the challenge, even if everybody's against you, you can still win and get back into the house. And we just saw an example of that with 2 people, Michaela and Chris from Survivor, who are now in the final. They were both thrown into the elimination several times and just won their way back into the house. When nobody wanted them in the house, they just kept winning and winning and winning and winning and winning and winning. And now they're in the final. Big Brother, you can't do that. You have one shot with the power of veto, but it's not like you get to the end and you have one chance still to beat somebody head to head to win your way back in the game. Did y'all catch Blue? Yeah, that's what everyone was saying earlier. Like a few people mentioned that earlier. They were like, why did she say math ain't mathin'? Some people suggested that they think she thought of it randomly, but I tend to think that she did not. I'm interested to see what y'all thoughts are. Do you think that she just thought of that? Or do you think that production kind of fed that to her because they know that it's been said before famously? The math is not mathin'. Where did Ma go? I don't know. I thought Ma said that she was tired. I don't know. I want to say that Ma said she was tired earlier. It'll probably be another reality addiction in my world. I mean, when there's so many reality TV things I'm gonna watch when Big Brother is done. Challenge, House of Villains, Survivor, The Traitors when it comes back. The Traitors is gonna have Johnny Bananas and CT on it for anyone who is a Challenge fan. I'm excited just because of that. What else? The Circle is coming back. It's looking like next year in January. I hope The Mole comes back. I have not heard anything about it. I have not heard anything about The Mole coming back, but Lisa being on here reminds me I still have to catch up on the BB Can the Traders Canada episode. I missed episode 2. And actually, I missed episode 3 because I think it comes on Mondays. So I have 2 Traders episodes to catch up on. And if anyone wants that link, if you see the email that is scrolling on the bottom of my screen, I think I have an email on there. Shoot me an email and I can send you the link. They say that all the time in Cali. Just came and dipped. I know. Oh, Ma's back. I thought that I saw that Ma said that she was sleeping. Blue is from Cali. Ma had a stomach ache, maybe more TMI. Ma gives us a lot of TMI, so you good. All right, y'all, I got another 20 minutes here. So Lisa's on here. So unfortunately, Lisa's not here to extend your time. It will be 20 minutes. Who do you think is going home Thursday? Corey, I think. And what are your thoughts on America and Corey feeling so comfortable this week that they could get by? Pride comes before a fall. That's my thoughts. I forget who said this, but it was somebody on one of the Rob Has a Podcast episodes I watched a few weeks ago. She was one of the guests on it. And she was like, in the Big Brother house, if you feel like I'm doing so well, I'm playing this game so well, you probably aren't. You're probably on your way out. And if you feel like, I think I might be doing this game well, but I have to get a pulse of the house and kind of gauge and figure out where I am because I don't feel too comfortable, you're probably in a pretty good spot. I agree. When Ma steps away, she's on X, aka Twitter. Nope, I'm just struggling to stay away, Lisa. No, Melanie. Ma. I'm glad Cass is happy to see you. That makes 1. I wish they would show the veto ceremony on Tuesday episodes. Yeah, I wish they would too, especially if you're going to show a 75-minute episode. I'm disappointed to hear that, Lisa. Now I'm less excited. If you watched The Traitors, Melanie, the mole was cut of a similar cloth as The Traitors. Except the difference with the mole and the other and The Traitors is that The Traitors has a group of 3 that became 4 that would meet up at night. They knew each other was The Traitors, whereas the mole was 1 person, and everybody spent the whole season guessing on who that 1 person was. I believe it's like if you guess who the mole is correctly, the show is over. I think it worked something like that, but nobody did. In the mole, they did daily competitions, and during the competitions, they would pay attention to everybody. Some people were throwing competitions. Some people were seemingly moving too slow, or it looked like they were throwing the competition. And then at the end of the night, they sat around a table and I think they guessed on who they thought was the mole. I think that was it. I might try Traders Canada. I only saw the first episode. Mark, your voice is too soothing. Nobody can lay down and watch the live without going to sleep. What was I watching? Thank you for the compliment. I've heard that. People have said that to me before. What was the show that I was just watching? Oh, I don't know if any of y'all liked Frasier, but there was a Frasier reboot. And Frasier thought that his son's, what was she to him? Oh, his son's friend's son. I think she had a son. He thought that she was coming on to him. If you all saw the Frasier reboot, he thought that she was coming on to him because she brought the baby to the door, and he thought that she had fallen in love with him. And he found out at the end of the episode that it was actually, she was like, "Can I just bring my baby here? Because as soon as my baby hears you talk, he falls asleep." And then she fell asleep too when he was talking. So it's like it could be seen two ways. It could be seen as a compliment or an insult. I don't know. Love the circle. Can't wait. Now, I have a question for you, Miss Snappy Kid, because I'm trying to build the hype. Did you see the last season of The Circle is my question. Did any of y'all see season 5 of The Circle? Right, me too. I'm fine with you leaving in 20 minutes because I'm fighting to stay awake. Same here. Good night, everyone. I have homework to do. Good night, Ronald. Thanks for jumping on. Bananas will be on the traders. Matter of fact, let me try to pull this cast list up for y'all. Yeah, I'm about to put the cast list up for y'all in a second. A laugh that America think they're fine. I think America messed up when she went and told Blue about going after Matt and Jag. Yeah, I think so too. I'm just watching now. I watched Dancing with the Stars. Don't judge me. A lot of people watch Dancing with the Stars. I actually watched a couple of seasons of that. I watched one episode of Traders. Oh, yeah, I think it's on what, Peacock, right? I didn't pay for more episodes until I have more time to watch. Josh, nothing to say about Josh. To tell you the truth, no. Before I started covering, I was. I'm not going to say I never was, because in the early 2000s, yes, I absolutely was. I watched so many reality TV shows. But from like 2013 and on, I barely watched any reality TV shows. And then during the lockdown that we had here, when there was nothing to do, I gave a few shows a chance. And then when I started covering these shows, people said, "Mark, you should try Big Brother. You should watch The Traders. You should watch them all. You should try The Circle. And you should try Survivor." Half of the reason why I watch these shows is because of my platform. And that's not to say that I don't like the shows, but I definitely would not be watching them if it was not for the platform. Do you think that if they don't get Saria? Yes, I do. Yes, I do think she's dangerous the longer they keep her in there. Yeah, they made a Frasier reboot. It's sad, though, because a lot of people declined. So the person who played Martin Crane, which was Frasier's father, he passed 6-7 years ago, I think. So the first episode they spoke about him passing, like they wrote it into the show. Niles declined. I think they asked Daphne, she declined. Ross declined. So it's basically an entirely new show. It's an entirely new show. His voice is probably soothing because he's a counselor, I think. Are you talking about me? Yes, I am a counselor. You know I did. I didn't see season 5. Okay, so my comment would be less relevant to you. But for anybody who did see season 5, this is a spoiler for me. I can't guarantee you on a time or anything like that. But I have spoken to Sam. And Sam told me that if time permits for her, which is, again, I'm not saying is a guarantee, but I know that she's interested in the idea. I mentioned this once before. Last year, when Circle season 5 dropped, they dropped like episodes 1 through 4 in one block. So I asked her if during the first release we could record a reaction video, like a live watch and reaction. Not live on here, because I can't do that, but live as in we're watching it and it's recorded. So you get to see Sam and my reactions to the first 4 episodes as a supplement to you watching the first 4 episodes. So you can either maybe put them on at the same time or watch the episode and watch the reaction right after, whatever the case. But it's a thing that I have never seen. I can't say I've never seen it before, but I've never seen it in the way that I'm envisioning doing it. So stay tuned for that. But that's down the line. Do you think America was wrong to talk about Felicia? I forgot what she said. But she was in solitary confinement and throwing Felicia under the bus. I don't think that was super detrimental to the game, to her game. You know what? When I came on here last year, Deborah, thank you for that. Everybody was like, Mark, you have a radio voice. Like, you sound like you should be on the radio. I have not gotten that comment once this year, but that is what I remember a lot of people saying last year. Hi, Charm Life. There are too many reboots. I agree with that, though. I do. Oh, I forgot to show you guys this list. Hold on. Thanks for reminding me, because I was about to show you guys who is on the Trader season 2. Okay. So we got, I don't know this person, Karsten, Bergerson. Damn, I'm butchering this name. No wonder they call themselves Bergie. Love Island. We got CT, The Challenge. We got Dan Giesling, who is my favorite Big Brother cast member of all time. I must say, Deontay Wilder, boxer. That's such a random wild card. We got Ekin-Su, Love Island UK. We got Janelle, for y'all Big Brother fans. We got Janelle in the building for the Trader season 2. We got Johnny Bananas. We got John Burkow, UK Parliament. I don't even know what that is. Kevin Kreider, Bling Empire. Don't know what that is. Larsa Pippen. Well, we know all about her. Scottie Pippen's ex-wife, who is now dating Michael Jordan's son. Oh, and they put Marcus Jordan on there too. Wow. Drama. How are they going to put a couple on there? Wow. Okay. Maxim, can't say that last name. Dancing with the Stars. Mercedes, MJ Javid, Shaz of Sunset. Parvati, Shallow, I haven't seen that. Peppermint, haven't seen that. Peter Weber, haven't seen that. Okay, I haven't seen any of these rest of them, but I'm just gonna read the list because y'all might know some of them. Phaedra Parks, Sandra Diaz Twine, Sheree Whitfield, Tamra Judge, and Trishelle. Oh, they got Trishelle in there too. Trishelle, we got one, two. We got 3 challengers in there and 3 real world alumni in there. I haven't liked Frazier since he screwed over Camille JS. I had stopped watching BB2 until I found Retro and you guys. Shout out to Retro. I think that Retro might have started her channel before mine. I can't remember, but I want to say that she did. I watched Dancing with the Stars too, but I fast forward a lot. They were just showing Frasier. Yeah, Frasier actually started on Paramount Plus 2 weeks ago, but they were showing those 2 episodes back to back for the promotion. Hi chat, what I miss? We were just generally talking about what's it called? The episode tonight and the things that were said in the diary room and America and Corey's overconfidence. I just started watching BB again after 20 years of missing it a couple of years ago. You and Sam collab would be fun. I want y'all to know, for those of y'all who saw the interview that I did with her, I did my usual prep where I spent a bunch of time. I watched all of her season. I even watched some of her other interviews. Those cards that you saw that had my logo, Mindful Reality, I got those printed out at Staples. I typed out questions. I cut them out, taped them onto those cards. I did so much work for that. And when I got there and started reading the questions, half of that was improv because of how hard I was laughing at the stuff that she was saying. It was just too funny to me. You just have a gorgeous voice. You do have a gorgeous voice, so just an off-key one. How can you talk off-key? That's what I'm trying to figure out. He and Sam did collab. When does Trader Season 2 start? Okay. So they have said that there's no word on when it starts. From what I'm seeing here, it says 11 60-minute episodes. Let me try to look somewhere else. So they're estimating January 2024. All right. So we'll have Traders and Circle both in January. Man, Dan Giesling is the GOAT. I know not everyone is going to agree, but Dan Giesling is my GOAT. Maxim, Phaedra, Cherie, Tamara are troublemakers. You don't know Sandra? I've seen literally 2 seasons of Survivor. I started watching it when I started this channel. It's a little Bravo heavy, but I guess since it's on Peacock. Beautiful description, Ma. Do you think that Sari was one of the unluckiest Survivor players to not win? Survivor fans, put that in the chat. Is Scotty on 2? Sounds like some Real Housewives. Yeah, they are. Hi, Willa. Yes, YTC, especially in Game Changers when everyone played an idol. Hey, Ma. I'm interesting in voice, but I think you can talk off key if you have a lot of voice cracks. Only a music student would be saying this weird stuff. What show did you start covering on this channel when you first started? I mean, Big Brother is the first thing I covered on this channel, but on my music and mental health channel, when I first started covering reality TV, the first thing that I covered was The Challenge. The second thing that I covered was Big Brother. The third thing that I covered, I think, was Survivor. And then I covered The Mole, The Circle, and was there another one? BB Can. BB Can was on this channel. I think that might have been it. Mumbling, Shuri should be the first to go on the traders. Giesing is my favorite objective player and my 2 favorite subjective player behind Cliff Hogs, only because we are friends. Sandra is the queen of Survivor. She won the first 2 seasons. Oh, nice. I do indeed be a music minor. So as a music minor, you should obviously know that even the best of singer, well, I shouldn't say even the best of singers. There are amazing singers that don't warm up and that don't tune and hit notes, like 1 in a million singers that don't warm up and don't tune and just start singing a note and it's perfectly on key. But the majority of the world just doesn't work that way, good or average. I don't know if I want Bananas or CT to be a trader, but I'm trying to think. I think that CT would be a better trader than Bananas, honestly. I think that Prime CT that was crazy, I think that he would have a hard time being a trader, but I think that present day CT would be a better trader than Bananas. Sari should have won Game Changers. I remember Sandra now. Yes, Ma. Ma, that's called having a perfect pitch. And if your gauge on whether you're a good singer or not is based on perfect pitch, I feel great. Thanks for the compliment. Yeah, I think it's going to be very interesting with that cast. I think that's a very interesting and very diverse cast. I am biased because we have 3 challenge people on there. I would have cried if that happened to me. Everyone plays an idol and you get eliminated by default. I know. She made a mistake. If you're talking about the most recent episode of Survivor, she made a mistake. All right, y'all. I got about 5 more minutes. So whatever you want to type in the comments, drop it in the comments. But before I go, I want to do what I always do, which is to thank each and every person who joins us live. You could be doing anything, even if it's sleeping, even if it's chowing down on some food, even if it's watching TV, listening to music. You could be doing any number of things, but you choose to be here spending the time with me. Means the world to me. And I appreciate everybody who's on here. Good night, all. Having perfect pitch doesn't have anything. Ma's trying to have an extended music class in here. Night, Anunas. Please make sure on your way out, hit that like button. If anyone wants to drop a reference on here so that I can play one of my clips that I'm itching to play, feel free to do that. Make sure a dog doesn't eat it, Edward. Night, Melanie, Murray. But if you don't, I can play it anyways. Isn't this music and mental health? No, it's actually mindful reality. Math. That's good enough. It's not the full quote, but it's good enough.
What sense does that make? The math is not mathing.
All right. I think I saw Diddy Bop in there. I saw something close to a Diddy Bop. This is going to be my last one. Where are we at?
Okay. Well, guess what? If I win, somebody ain't Diddy bopping.
Right. Okay.
I can tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
If I win, one of them won't be Diddy bopping.
Mm-hmm. I think those guys really have.
Oh my God, Jesus. I know you
You were just way too stingy with the common sense. You needed to disperse it a little better because these people.
You were just way too stingy with the common sense. You have a very good show, Mark. Stay tuned for season 3. Stay tuned for season 3. Math. I don't know if I'm sane. You're going to go through all of them. America ain't diddy bopping. Oh, she ain't diddy bopping. All right, y'all. Appreciate you, and I hope everyone has an amazing night.
So you literally were one of my very first followers, and then when you followed me and I, followed back, I was like, this dude is cool. Like,
if they say talk to your manager, you just say, you know what, talk to the hand. You don't need to be on my podcast. But yeah, dude. Yeah, you do a great job.
Thank you. I always get a kick out of talking with you on Patreon. You have a really good, view on it.
That wasn't planned.
You know what?
Thank
but
you.
I like this Canadian.
Well,
I like this one.
well, thank you.